everybody, Nico here, and welcome back to Minecraft. Now, I know it's been a long delay, but I just decided to have a guest appearance for this intermission, which, if you guys haven't watched the other previous Minecraft videos, I made sure to let you guys know that these intermission videos are basically just going to be a 4.5 video, which means I'm not going to be doing anything special like for the series or anything, just me stocking up on stuff like food or materials, and of course in this video I'll be finishing my house and maybe even making a watchtower or crops or stuff like that. So anyways, the special thing about the intermission is that I wanted to have a guest appearance every single time I do an intermission. So welcome our guest appearance today, Super Rocker. Introduce yourself, man.
No, you're good, man. No worries. How's it going, my friend? How's it going today?
Alright, so today we're just going to be playing Minecraft and of course giving some nice commentary to the folks back home. So right now I'm just going to pull up my server right here. Also, I cannot see my cursor, so if anyone's having trouble with that whenever they watch the video, don't worry, I'm having that same trouble here. But it shouldn't be a problem once the crosshairs show up for the game. So
yeah.
So anyways, the reason why it took so long to get this video out is because, of course, the special guest appearance I had today was super special because I got Super Rocker here, who's about to hit 3,000 subs. So if you guys haven't already, make sure to check out his channel. I'll be leaving a link in the description below if you guys want to check out his content or anything like that, because he is also a FNAF YouTuber. Like, he's also a fan of FNAF, so that's good for me because I'm a huge fan of FNAF, for those who are new to my channel, of course. And the special thing about this is that just because I had to wait for a nice time to start this little guest appearance with Super Rocker, because he's of course very busy setting up a special for his 3,000 subs. So anyway, Super Rocker, tell us about yourself.
So, like I said, guys, as you said, my name is Super Rocker. Currently, I started my YouTube channel around 4 or 5 years ago when I was a junior in high school and everything. And mainly, at first, was like my friend, one of my online friends, actually encouraged me to start my YouTube channel and everything. He was like, you should do it, go for it, man. You don't know, you really like it, you try it. And I was like, you know what, fine. We'll go for it. So I started mainly just doing videos at first. Of course, when I did start my channel, I made sure to spread the word to everyone, like my friends at school, my family members, like, people online, almost like anyone who I can get in touch with, to let them know, saying, hey, I'm starting this YouTube channel. It's going to be about video games and a whole bunch of other content, just interacting and, making differences in people's lives and all that stuff. And at first, it had its ups and downs and everything. Every YouTuber, every person, had their ups and downs and struggles and everything. But eventually, in time, if you just keep putting that effort, you stay positive, motivated, and just keep up with the grind, it all pays off in the end. So, yeah, so it's like, first it was like around 100, then I reached like 500, and then I reached 1,000. I made sure I did reach the 2,000, and now soon enough I'll be closing that big 3,000 subscribers. So mainly on my channel, I basically just upload a ton of gaming content. I'll do things such as like I'll stream and make videos in games like Fortnite, Minecraft, Call of Duty, Dragon Ball Z, and FNAF as well. Now, of course, I'll get into FNAF a little bit. But mainly it's like I started streaming Security Breach, and of course I always been into FNAF, but I wasn't a YouTuber back then. I mainly just watched other people play the game, and I play some of the games myself, but not all of them. But I have a pretty good understanding of the lore and everything. But overall, just kind of short summarization, just like just doing YouTube, just like living life and just making content.
Oh yeah, of course. So, isn't that where we all usually start? Sorry. Just wanted to interrupt.
Good, man. You're good.
Yeah, just wanted to interrupt real quick though. Yeah, of course. Everyone usually starts with watching YouTube and stuff like that. And that's also where I started before I started my channel. I used to watch Markiplier a lot as a kid. I grew up with FNAF, and that FNAF is probably my number one most favorite game series, right next to Call of Duty, and just I enjoy FNAF. I love the lore. I watch Markiplier all the time, and I've always wanted to play the game, but never had a PC at the time. And this was before the FNAF games were even introduced for mobile first. And they also just released a new update for mobile FNAF games, even including the newer FNAF games on mobile as well, such as Pizzeria Simulator and Ultimate Custom Night, which I have not gone on to on my phone yet because I don't know how that would work. But yeah, so one thing I also wanted to let you guys know real quick is that Super Rocker is also going to be doing a giveaway soon, as he has made a new shirt for his channel, and make sure to go check out his channel. Again, I'll be leaving a link in the description below if you guys want to try and win that epic Super Rocker shirt, and let us know more about that right now, Super Rocker. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, so basically, guys, obviously for those who don't know, I am going to be doing a giveaway on my channel. Now, usually, like the giveaways, I do them as ways of saying thank you for constantly showing you love and support, like throughout my stream, throughout my videos, everything I put out. Because I'm always like, I always try to make it about the viewers. I always try to make it, give them a good experience, and I want to show them that that does mean a lot to me by doing these giveaways. So, of course, like every once in a while, like when I set subscriber goals, I want to reach over. I'll do these giveaways, say thank you return. So. Usually with my giveaways, I'll be doing like gift cards, like PlayStation and ad spots. But this time I'm making it a little different. I'm gonna be adding some shirts and stuff as well. So like I said, this epic cool shirt design right here that has the SR logo, and then on the back of it as well. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it says "Grind never stops" in there. It's a little difficult, I know, because the camera wise and all that. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's says. But yeah, like I said, I'll probably be doing this giveaway. Once I reach over 300 subs, I'll be making a video about all the details, like when it's going to happen, how you can join, super easy and simple. Like I said, I'll work out details and everything, but in short, I like to do these giveaways to say thank you and show you love and support. Like I said, because I want to be able to reach these points in YouTube and just like do the things I am able to do without y'all guys some support. So it's like, thank you, I do appreciate it. But yeah, like I said, more info, more insight coming soon. So if you guys are interested in that, like hey, feel free to check me out. If not, totally cool, no worries. But yeah. I sort of just answered the question right there for
Yeah, that's
my upcoming giveaway.
Yeah, that's perfect. You did a great job right there. And well, other than talking about that, of course, of course having you talk about yourself, of course, and about your channel. Another thing I'd like to let you guys know real quick is that these intermissions are not just going to be, not intermissions. Of course, every intermission is going to have their guest appearance, which I've decided to do because this is actually the first video I'm actually including another YouTuber. And I'll be doing this every single intermission, so let me know in the comments below if you want to be the next big intermission, like the next next guest appearance. Yeah. But yeah, this is not all we're going to talk about, of course. You don't have to just talk about your channel. We'll also like to hear more about like content-wise, not just content, but which is also a big channel thing, and let us know what you do on your channel, but also, don't feel free. Feel free, not don't feel free. To let us know what you think of some specific games. I'll even ask some of you guys some questions during the intermissions and see what you guys generally like and generally what you dislike. And so to start off with, Super Rocker here. What do you think of FNAF?
Honestly, I think FNAF is amazing. It has it has many like knots and tangles. It leaves you more questions and answers. But yet, like that's exciting because it really gets you to dive into more of the game and this whole franchise and wanted to know more about like how it started all the way from getting with the animatronics and the kids' souls and
Yeah.
William Afton and all that stuff to how it just built up to like it's just like first it's like this is canon, then this is not canon, then this happens, then this happens, and it's like overall it is like and it's just something that it's like something that just you want to keep coming back to.
Yeah.
It's like just when you think you have all the questions up answered, another thing pops up and you're like, oh my gosh, wow, I didn't know about this is new, we need to dive more into it, we need to uncover the mystery. But it's like, but that's what I love, but it also brings people together as well. That's the cool thing about FNAF. It's like you didn't think like way back in 2012, I think, when this started, right? 2012.
No, actually, it all started in 2014, which was when the first FNAF game came out. And actually, lately, I've been thinking about making a gripe video about the Bite of 87, and I'll probably decide to make that video sometime after this video's posted. And but yeah, keep going what you were saying, though. It started in 2014, which the first two games...
I was 2 years off, but it's okay. Close enough.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah,
but
it was close
basically
enough.
When it did start and all that stuff, it's like, you're like, oh, wow. Like, you didn't think that this one thing that started back then would blow up and then make it all the way up to what it is now with Insecurity.
Exactly.
Like all the lores and the questions and all these characters in depth, like the Crying Child, Elizabeth, Michael Afton, William,
Cassidy,
Henry, his daughter.
Fritz. And it's like, like you don't even, not even Scott Cawthon himself thought this was gonna blow up. He even stated in his interview with Dawko that, it was just something that he wanted to create. He was like, oh, here we go again, just another game I wanted to post, and I just thought that this would be a good little change from my kid-friendly games, and no, it blew up in the first day. 12,000 or 12,000 downloads in the first day. His next day, he said he had 24,000, and it's just... it blew up and people wanted more, and so he rightfully gave the audience what they wanted with FNAF 2 and went all out. with FNAF
Yeah.
2, making it so chaotic, increasing more questions and stuff like that. And honestly, I think that's the main focus of FNAF in its own way. It's not just supposed to be a horror game that you can play and just be terrified of and enjoy the gameplay, but the main part I think about it is that it's there for you to speculate. Like that's the what I think the true focus of the game is to be. It's for you to speculate and all that. That's the true greatness behind FNAF. It keeps giving you questions. It keeps giving you more answers. And even with a new game coming out, they give you more answers. But they also have you raise more questions. Like in FNAF 3, like we realized that purple guy actually got into the Springlock suit, and that's who Springtrap was. But it also raised questions like, is this really the end? What were we even doing in those mini games? Were we actually really releasing the souls? And what was the actual? Did the good ending happen or the bad ending hadn't been? Which we didn't even get the answer to that, of course, still, because again in Dalko's live stream with. Not Dalko's live stream. His interview with Scott Cawthon, he stated, like, he even asked the good old question, so what ending really did happen? The good ending or the bad ending? And he said, I've given a lot of thought about this, and I'm just going to leave that a complete mystery, and just, it's for us to speculate. And if he tied up all the loose ends, then, yeah, that's really just it for Five Nights at Freddy's. But nope, it's still all there for us to speculate, and it's never really over, which is what a lot of the songs even include. If you've ever watched any of the songs, I watch FNAF songs all the time.
Mm-hmm. Like, some of them are pretty good, not gonna lie, some of them are pretty good.
Yeah,
just give a good listen to them and all that.
Anyways, I believe I finished my house, and I still have a crap ton of wood. But yeah,
let me see the house. I'll be down to see the house. Let's see what you got.
All right. Hold on a sec. Putting these back in my chest. You can see perfectly fine still, though, right?
Oh yeah, I can see you moving your mouse, and I just see Minecraft in the background. So you're good, man. You are good.
Right here.
Oh wait, has I have anything loaded?
Wait, hold on.
Should be loaded. No, you're good. I'll just making sure there's nothing wrong with my screen. Hope we're good.
All right, hold on a sec.
No, you good?
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with my screen. My screen is perfectly fine. Like if you're looking on my little screen, it should show, of course, me and then my stuff moving in the background. It's just a game menu right now, right?
Yeah, I can see the menu. I can see you moving your mouse and all that in the computer, so you're good.
All right. So, hold on.
Yep, there we go. I see it. Perfect.
All right, hold on. Back to game. It's just a big box.
Oh.
You see that?
Hang on. Yeah, it's like it pauses, and it's like, I don't know, it's weird. It kind of pauses.
But you do see the house, though, right?
I don't see the house. All I see is game menu on my screen. It's super weird.
A game video. That's weird, actually. Hold on.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know why. That is super weird. It's like, when you pull it up, then I can see the house, and I can see everything, but it's like, I don't know. It's super weird, man. It's super weird.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm looking at my screen right now. I didn't even pause it this time. I see the house right here, and of course it says footsteps, my health bar, and all that.
Yeah.
You see all that though?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see your health bar and the mini map you have in your two houses over there. That I can see.
All right, yeah, okay. And it's not two houses. It's just one house, and then that one little separate thing you see on the right of the house is my bedroom.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I like to make a separate room for that, and of course, hold on a sec. Can you do that? But anyways, what are some of your other favorite games? Like, what do you think about some other games that you like, that you want to share with everyone else?
So other games that originally I started my channel off with Fortnite, actually. So I'm not sure a lot of people know that, but I did start off originally with Fortnite. Because my channel, even though it said my channel was like started back in 2013, I actually officially started uploading videos and all sorts of content in 2017 or 18. It was between there. Because that was a while back though. But yeah, it was like just like Fortnite was a big thing. I was like, this is my chance to really get my channel started, get something going and moving. And originally, just like doing funny videos with friends. Like, I just had a certain squad that I would play with. Like during the weekend, we would get together online, just play some squad games, and then afterwards
Yeah.
we get some funny moments and some pretty epic wins. We just like I clip that, I
Yep.
edit within like Share Factory or any other editing program out there, and then just throw the videos out there and stuff. And it got a good amount of views. It wasn't too bad.
Whoa.
And I know it's started getting some subs too. So originally, it's like I stick with Fortnite for good, but I was trying to like do things where I grind and getting solo wins, doing challenges,
Yeah.
playing with viewers, basically all sorts of like ideas and stuff that I could make in my own way for content creating, for people to watch and experience as well. But then eventually, I did spin out to other games like Minecraft and then Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
whether it was mobile or place or console games. And then eventually, you started getting other games too, like God of War. I enjoy playing that a lot. Enjoy
Yeah.
the franchise of playing that game too. And then eventually, like I said, because I did play some, because I see other people did play FNAF games. I did play a couple of games, but not all of them. That's why sometimes I'll go back. But that doesn't mean I don't do my research. I understand the lore. I understand my, going and doing my research and everything. That doesn't mean I don't like go back and revisit some of the games. But it's like I absolutely love FNAF games. Just like the jump scares, just the story behind it, and just like these character designs and everything, and their personality. Like just overall, all those little elements that just blend together to just one, recipe of a game right here just makes it amazing.
Yeah.
It's just like those. So it's like in a way, it's like I don't try to limit myself with just one game. I try always like.
Oh yeah, of
expand
course.
out,
Always try many
something
different
new.
games to see what works best for you or anyone else, and see if anyone enjoys that. And of course, playing other games that make you happy, and of course that you can enjoy, which is why, like earlier on my channel, I decided to make this a passion channel. Like I play multiple different things. I play Cuphead, Five Nights at Freddy's, mainly Five Nights at Freddy's, but recently I've started playing Cuphead and Minecraft. And yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
But it's like because
sorry.
it's just crazy how so many games are out there. It's crazy how games, the way they were back then, and how they look, and just like what we had back then compared to now is like crazy. Like just the time that passes on by.
Oh
These
yeah, of
games
course.
It's
And
amazing.
yeah, and the how FNAF changed, like in a way, if you think about it too, FNAF changed the whole horror game algorithm too. Like because during that time, like during 2014, horror games were literally just you running through some kind of forest or abandoned asylum or something like that, just trying to get away from a strange evil and stuff like that, like a weird creature. And Five Nights at Freddy's changes this and made people wonder what was going on with you just being in one simple place while these animatronics are out to get you, which was literally made people feel like literally a sitting duck.
Yeah, pretty much. Because you were like, how did this person get here? What's the story behind it? It's like you just start off by being in an office.
Why are these
being a
animatronics
security guard,
moving?
and then all the animatronics and everything and stuff come to life and all that stuff. And you gotta shut the doors, keep an eye on the cameras and everything. It's just like, okay, cool, but what's the story? Because I think that's what got people curious. It's like you're kind of thrown in the middle of it, like being just thrown in the middle of the story before actually showing the beginning and having to understand the ending, if that makes sense,
Yeah.
That's kind of like the very first FNAF game. It's like they kind of just threw you in the middle. And sometimes, there are some successful stuff out there where you don't need to tell the beginning, but simply just kind of just go right into it. So then when you do go back to the beginning and when we have these other FNAF games that we have now, which answers some of these questions, but not all of them, you kind of get an understanding, and then you become very passionate about it, and you want to know more about it.
Yeah, exactly. And the other things too, and what's fun to do is to leak the game, but only for yourself purposes. Like people do get annoyed at, if you know who Funko is, people do get annoyed with how many times he leaks, and he doesn't just leak the game, he also gives it out to everyone, and he's a very accurate leaker. Like he accurately leaks everything. Like we already knew pretty much what the animatronics for Security Breach were going to look like before they were introduced. Like, it wasn't exact, but it was a pretty good similarity,
Yeah.
But, that's still a fun thing to do, as long as you're not ruining anyone else's experiences with it. Like, if you link the game yourself and give yourself the information, it's fun. Like, how we found out that, in the original Five Nights at Freddy's 2, there used to be a toxic meter, which are in some of the FNAF fan games, and, with, Five Nights at Freddy's 1, there used to be, a health, a life bar where, you have multiple lives, and if you don't get through all 5 nights with this amount of lives, then you got to start all the way back to night 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and stuff like that makes it interesting and it makes us wonder, what would the game be like today if that was the case from the get-go, you know?
Yeah. I feel it'd be really different, definitely for sure. Like we would probably be on like a whole different path. The story would probably be completely different, and just like I don't know. I just think a lot of things would have changed. Like things that we know about Five Nights at Freddy's and what it represents and all it is now would probably be really different if that choice was made back then. You know, if that was
Yeah.
the case. But just like back to the leaking thing at hand, it's like it's okay to want to know stuff because like some people do enjoy the game and franchise and they're a fan of it, and that's okay. It's okay to want to know, but don't just ruin it for other people who like to be just like sort of left curious and left in a mystery of what's going to happen, what's next to come, because then afterwards sort of still give them that nostalgia of what it represents.
Yeah, exactly. And right now I'm having trouble with my mouse cursor because I can't see it, and I'm trying to click on this arrow right here. It goes blue sometimes, but hold on.
Yeah.
But anyways,
this is alright. It happens. Like sometimes you can just have a still background for a video, just like the main focus is just the chit chat and all that stuff,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I understand that, of course. And oh my god, okay, so it just takes sticks to make I have not played Minecraft in a while, and I did not know that it only takes sticks to make ladders, because right now I'm trying to build my my what's it gonna call it? My trying to make my watchtower right now.
Your watchtower? Okay.
Okay. But yeah, so let's try to change the subject now with maybe Call of Duty. Like, what are the Call of Duty games you've played before?
Oh, so like I said, funny thing about it, before I even played Fortnite, I was a big Call of Duty player. I played games like War at War, Call of Duty Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4. I played all the Modern Warfare games. I played Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty Ghost.
The OGs.
Basically, almost like every single Call of Duty game I was playing. Like, I really got into the grind of multiplayer, upgrading the weapons, getting like gold and diamond.
Exactly.
And playing the zombies and getting into the lore. Like, you name it, I did it. I played pretty much almost every single Call of Duty game out there. Obviously, this was before I was a YouTuber and everything. I was just basically playing games for fun and just simply grinding and just having fun,
Yeah, exactly.
So.
I understand that. That's awesome. And another thing is, hold on a sec. And another thing.
No, you can, like you said, this is chill.
Yeah, this is of course it's very chill. So another thing is, I have you played Cold War before? Like,
I have. Oh yeah, so I almost forgot about that, but yeah, I have played Cold War. It's like I got into the multiplayer. It's like I was fine. I don't know. It's just something about it. Like I just sort of drifted away from it. I guess it was something like that. I guess there was something that was lacking that made me constantly play Call of Duty way back in the Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. Because I don't know, it was something about like Black Ops 2. It was like to me that like my personal opinion, that was like one of the best Call of Duties out there. It had like a great campaign, follow up with the story and everything.
yeah,
The multiplayer was fairly balanced. It's like it was kind of somewhere between like the old age and little like modern time. It's just like it's like taking us two and putting them together.
yeah,
But
exactly.
that wasn't bad as well. I love the multiplayer and the score streaks and just the fun and everything.
I like
And
Cold War, and it is my personal favorite Call of Duty game, mainly because of how diverse it is. Like, it's very diverse, like, with the player, especially the player base, with them actually being able to, them adding crossplay for the, cross-platforming, like, for the first time, too. Like, this was the first actual, Call of Duty game where you can cross-platform, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, it's just crazy how they threw that out there, It's because, like, when we just play games, you had to play with people that were just like if you play a PlayStation, you have to play with PlayStation people. If you're PC, you play with PC. If you're Xbox, you play Xbox. But nowadays, since, like, these consoles and all these the PCs, everything are evolving with, like, new technology and the stuff that goes within them, it's just now possible to crossplay thanks to all these, like, servers and everything else that they implement.
Yeah,
exactly. Overall, get a better experience when it comes to gaming and all that.
Yeah.
Whether you play Fortnite, Call of Duty, Minecraft, whatever the case is, just all we're trying to give people the best experience that they can, get out there when playing those games.
Yeah, exactly. And I enjoy Call of Duty a lot. I love the story. Cold War is my favorite for a lot of reasons. I still play Cold War, and it is actually the first actual Call of Duty game that I've actually managed to get Dark Ether in, and I like the whole concept of them being two different camo ladders, I guess I can say it in it. Like there's the multiplayer camos and then there's the zombies camos, which some people prefer some over the others. Like DM Ultra was a letdown for me, but I still like the color though. I like the bluish color. I just prefer the more OG Black Ops 3 Dark Matter color with Dark Ether, you know? That's why I play zombies on Cold War a lot. I have Dark Ether on that, of course, and my watchtower is now done.
Hey, there you go. That's what's up. Looking good, man.
Just gotta do
Like
that.
one thing, when it just comes to Minecraft and all this whole throw is I always like to just simply kind of have like a plan, you know, like just sort of planning out, saying, okay, what am I going to build? What sort of materials I'm going to do, and what sort of like sort of like schematic that I want to plan out. Sort of kind of have the plan laid out, like what materials, how much detail I can put it in, just all sorts of stuff, you know. Because that's the cool thing about Minecraft is like, you know,
You can be as creative as you want.
Exactly. It's crazy, dude. It's like it's crazy how it's one of the biggest sandbox games out there. And in order, we got the new update coming out soon with like, you know, we got the Warden and the underground like Dark Castle and
Oh yeah, that's another thing I mentioned in one of my earlier videos is that when I found out there was a lot more cave system and the cave systems were huge in this update because they already updated the caves to an extent, and I am personally for the caves, I personally am not fond of what they did with the caves. Like, I made a gripe about it before in one of my earlier Minecraft videos, and it's like, they're too big, they're too open. It kind of gives me a Nether feel, you know, like it's an open death trap, and like. And it gives a lot of room for a lot of mobs to spawn in. And not just that, it's more tough to find materials now, like iron. Like, during this series, when I started it, I had a much harder time trying to find iron, which is a first, because I never actually had trouble finding iron in cave systems. Like, I have a cave system over there where I found the iron, and it's just a huge expansion. Like,
oh, yeah, man.
ginormous.
Oh, man. Like,
also, I kind of
crazy.
like this little, if you can see the screen right now, I kind of like this little, I found this little area right here, like, it's kind of like a valley surrounded by mountains, which I found this place to be absolutely stunning, which is why I built my house here. Like, there's this little, huge field right here where I built my house, and then there's, of course, the mountains, which, honestly, I know it's just blocks, but it works. Like, Minecraft just works, even though it's just in it's literally just pixels built up to make these blocks, and it just works. Like, just looking at these mountains, you can look at a real mountain and say that's stunning, but you can look at this and also say it's stunning and say, how can this also be stunning but be so different from real life mountains? And it just
crazy
is.
because it's Minecraft, you know. It's just like they simply try to take elements from the real world and just, you know, find a way to capture that moment into the game, you know. So it's like, even if you aren't out there looking at real mountains, you can still like play the game and look at this and saying, oh wow, that just looks fascinating. You know, the fact that the detail that goes into it and just like the time and effort, it's just crazy, you know. Like, it's crazy how far Minecraft has come, looking way back then all the way to now. But
yeah, exactly. Back then, when you used to have those oof sounds, and like the mobs having literally anywhere, and where the mobs can literally spawn anywhere, despite you having the torches. Like, I remember on my phone, on my phone, I bought a very early version of Minecraft to see how it holds up. And honestly, I don't really think it holds up that well. Like, a lot of the things are broken in that game. Like, first of all, let's talk about the mobs in that version. Like, they can spawn anywhere despite you having light or not. Like, I remember I was trying to do was sleep in my little tent house that I had with all these torches everywhere. And then I would never be able to get sleep at all because the moment I tried to go for sleep, I start getting hit, and I'm like, wait, how the hell did this zombie spawn in here? Like,
exactly, like, how does that happen?
It was just broken then, you know? But I'm glad they changed stuff like that, and it's stuff like that changing that makes you feel like Minecraft's gone a really long way. Like, you know?
Oh yeah, it has, man. It has, like, just the way like the texture look and the things you can and can't do. Because I remember there was even like a Breathe bar, and it was the hunger bar thing. That used to not be a thing, but then they added that, and then like they slowly just sort of added these things just to make the game a lot better as you got creative and as you found ways to do things like making your own mini games, telling a story,
Yeah,
or just
exactly.
having fun with your friends, whatever the case is. You know,
Yeah,
like, they're always trying
and
to.
the biggest change and the first actual super, and I mean substantial big change, was the Oceans update where they gave they made seaweed, they made these underwater caverns, underwater magma blocks that pull you in. The sea creatures like turtles, dolphins, fish, salmon, tropical fish, and of course the biggest thing with that being the new swim animation, and that was a huge step up from regular Minecraft. And I saw that and I was just like, oh,
You're
that's
like,
amazing. And
wow.
then to hear them having a Minecraft update another update with caves, I thought this is gonna be exciting. I wonder what they're gonna do with it. Of course, I heard about the Guardian. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
and I've heard it first from my little brother about the Guardian because I never knew at the time. I knew it was getting an update, but like the whole a zombie just
Like
burned.
ocean update, like crazy.
Yeah,
I remember how
exactly.
the ocean looked very bland. Like it was just empty. It was like, come on now, we need something. We need like some life in here,
Yeah,
some
exactly.
blocks,
Also,
just to
there's
make
my
it like
tower.
alive. But
Yeah.
yeah, just overall, Minecraft has definitely come a long way for sure. It's definitely come a long way. It's crazy how like so many of these games, the way they look back then and what they've gone through to be what they are today. It's just like it's really awesome, you know. And you know, in a way, we can just continue to look back at that, and by doing so, it's just going to help the game, you know, look better, function better, and overall get better experiences for those who play it, whether it's returning players or just new players, you know.
Oh yeah, of course, of course. And another thing I wanted to mention off the topic of Minecraft real quick. Back to Call of Duty. Do you have an account? I would like to add you and maybe play some Cold War with you because if I would like to also ask you right now, have you ever completed any of the Cold War Easter eggs? Like, because the whole new thing with Cold War as well that I also liked is that downloadable DLC content was absolutely free. So like everyone was able to come along on the adventure as they took us through this new, well, not really new storyline as it was more like a next chapter, because they also talked about how the original four characters took themselves out to collapse the multiverse to make a world without zombies, and of course this didn't, well, they were half right and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
somewhat, yeah. But I did some of the Easter eggs, like some of the Call of Duty Zombie Easter eggs with my friends. Like I think we did like maybe the first one, like obviously the first map.
The
I think
machine,
like
yeah.
the first couple maps came out. I think we did attempt some Easter eggs. Some of them I did end up completing, some of them not so much because some of them were pretty difficult, and there's just like scenarios where we had no idea what we were doing.
Because the
But
gripe
yeah, I
people
got to complete
have
some of them.
because the gripe people have about Cold War zombies Easter eggs is that they're too easy. I honestly find them not too easy at all. Like some of them are average because I'm not a casual player at all. I am really good at zombies and like they're more average except for two Easter eggs which I think are just insanely hard. First of all, the Maurer Toten Easter egg with defeating Valentina. I had to have two friends to do that. I was not able to do that by myself at all. And then the Legion boss fight. Also, what a couple of YouTubers even calling the hardest boss in all of Call of Duty Zombies, which I'm like, so why you guys giving a statement Cold War Easter eggs are too easy, huh? Huh? It has some very super difficult Easter eggs, man. You gotta stop shitting on this game for easy Easter eggs.
For real though, man.
Like,
Crazy.
I felt like Treyarch heard them and immediately gave them two of the hardest boss fights in Call of Duty history with Valentina and especially the Legion boss fight. Like, they're like, okay, you gotta stop calling our games easy. We're gonna go all out on you.
Like get ready to expect so many things you weren't expecting.
But yeah, definitely the hardest boss fight I've ever completed was the Valentina boss fight or the Legion boss fight. I'm still deciding which one is harder or not. Like,
That's a good question. I think both are pretty difficult. You know, they have their own unique way of difficulties and challenges and all that you
yeah.
got to get through.
And when I put it all together, I think I'm safe with saying the Legion boss fight was harder. Mainly because Valentina has one cruel flaw. And that is that by the time Because at that time when that Vibe Z was introduced, we had the Death Machine, and that is the biggest weakness for a lot of the bosses, except for the Legion. Like you can use the Death Machine just to immediately shred at her shield and health and get through a phase. And the part that makes it even easier is that you can even rebuild the same exact Death Machine at a bench and just like in between phases, because during a phase of her boss fight you can't buy anything at all, but only when she goes to a new area where you can get to her. On the way to get to her, you can obviously just build a Death Machine, and it's just, she has one flaw, and I think that's the thing that makes her easier, where with the Legion there doesn't seem to be any flaws whatsoever.
Oh
with
yeah,
that one.
none, zero flaws.
Like
It's
just
like,
yeah,
that brainstorm, man. It's the when they brainstorm stuff. They brainstorm it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And hold
But
on.
yeah, it's like so far we just talked a lot, like, about FNAF and then Call of Duty, Minecraft, Fortnite,
Exactly.
like, YouTube advice, and just how, like, we both have our starts and beginnings and everything, and how the journey of YouTube is going, all this stuff. It's overall just a lot of stuff.
Yeah, of course. And this is what I actually am aiming for with this one video. Like, and I don't plan on cutting much at all of this. Like, I want it to be like live stream long, but like not a live stream. Like how Markiplier did his first Ultimate Custom Night video. He said that wasn't a stream. This is a stream. That just went on for so long because I just took so many attempts at trying to do the 51 mode. And I tried that mode. It is difficult on its own. Like, just remembering.
Oh yeah.
Like, remembering 50 different things. That is insane. That is just outrageous.
It's insane, bro. It's ridiculous. Oh my god, there's nothing to play with at all.
Yeah, like stuff like that is where I ask, why? Like I that's where I look at Skull Con and I go, but why? Are you trying to give people a reason to go insane and try and beat this? Because there are people out there that don't quit. Like, they'll see this game, they'll try for hours and just eventually just don't quit. And when I saw that Dalko beat it, I was like the 50-20 mode, I was like, no freaking way. No, I'm like, that's cheat. He had to have died. Come on. He's not even checking his camera. And then when I thought about it more and more, I'm like, actually, that's a good strategy, actually. Because the more you look at the camera, because I saw his strategy. His strategy is that he gets rid of Funtime Foxy, first of all. He keeps the camera on Toy Freddy. And then he just checks Golden Freddy not too constantly at all, just enough to the point where he can keep him at bay with the hug game, like what's his name, Mr. Hug's little FNAF game.
Yeah.
And then he just doesn't check the camera much at all. And what he does with the music box, because you still gotta wind that up, he uses the global music box, which helps with a lot of the characters. And I feel like he just toggles a lot of the resources to you, and just because it's definitely most likely luck based, and just like you gotta differentiate between all these different abilities you have to keep everyone at bay for a specific amount of time each, and it boils down to luck based. Like, I gotta have the global music box on for a little bit to keep the marionette and Chica at bay. I gotta do turn on the heater for everyone in the vents and stuff like that.
Yeah. And
it's just like, it's not completely skilled based, but you do have to have somewhat of a strategy to do this, Like,
yeah.
Anyways, right now I am trying to make an infinite water source right now. And there we go.
There you go. Hey. Nice.
Trying to make an infinite make an infinite water source so I can build now I'm going to start making a farm. And when I'm done with this farm, like making the farm and stuff, then we can just call it a day and then just wrap this up. But like, yeah, any thoughts about how this has gone so far? Like, cuz right now I'm enjoying this. This is the first time I've actually shared like some commentary with a different YouTuber on this channel. Like I've had thoughts about it before, but I just thought I don't know if many of my friends or YouTubers have Discord and stuff like that. And I just kind of kept oversighting myself, you know?
Yeah.
And just decided one day that, you know what? I'm going to do it. So,
Yeah, if you got an idea, go for it, man. Go for it. Don't be afraid to try new things, you know?
yeah.
Be successful. You never know. But overall, like, my thoughts on this, I really enjoy it. Like, you know, I don't mind doing, like, I'll just talk to stuff people all the time. Sometimes they ask me to do videos with them. Sometimes I'll just chit-chat with my friends and everything. We'll do, like, podcasts and all that stuff. And it's like, I really do enjoy talking to them because really, it's like going in depth. Like, but it's like you're going more in depth than you normally would beforehand. It's like you just talk about it and then maybe talk a little bit things like, okay, great, cool. But it's like with these, you really have that time to put in the effort and really going in depth, trying to, you know, unveil what it means for yourself and what it means to the community as well when it comes to different video games or like, you know, whether it's being a YouTuber, video games, set goals, minds, or like, you know, challenge yourself, whatever the case is, you know, is like I just enjoy going in depth with this because afterwards, you know, you kind of get to hear other people's thoughts and opinions about this, and that really reflects on, maybe it reflects back both ways, you know, because then you walk out with like, you know, new knowledge,
A new understanding, yeah.
and a new understanding.
Yeah. And sorry for cutting off there. I just, like, the moment you said, I'm like, oh, a new understanding. Exactly. Like,
you're like, oh my gosh, yes. Thank you.
Because I feel like that's what you were leading up to, and I'm like, the moment you were about to say, I'm like, oh, yeah, that.
Oh yeah, I get you, man. I get you.
But just yeah, this was fun for me too. Hope to do this again with you in the future, maybe with a different game like FNAF. I'd like to do that with FNAF, like hear what your thoughts are on FNAF and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, man, definitely. Nice. This has been fun. I'll be more than happy to do one of these again. But yeah, definitely sure. Like, it doesn't have to be the same game. If you want to do something different, we can do something different. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I enjoy, like, you know, it doesn't matter. And it shouldn't really matter whether, like, YouTube-wise, whether you don't have that many subscribers or you do have that many subscribers. I just enjoy talking to people in general, you know, just talking, like, stuff about, like,
oh, yeah. I enjoy talking with people a lot. Like, usually when I talk with someone, it always ends up for hours, mainly because I like talking and I always have something on my mind at a specific time. And, like, that's what happened with, like, 2 days ago with our, like, we're just trying to get everything set up and what we're going to do. I just immediately felt like having a general conversation and just talking after we had pretty much everything figured out, really. Like, don't have to overcomplicate things and try to, like, get you in my world and stuff like that. Like, I would love to do that, but, like, there's nothing wrong with making things as simple as possible, like just having a little chat.
Exactly, because sometimes the best things are the simplest ones out there, you know?
Yeah, and that's another thing with FNAF. Like, if you ever watched Creepy Gaming, which was a YouTuber I used to watch a lot of when he did his FNAF videos. Oh, and I just got an achievement, a CD place. Nice.
Hey, there you go. Gotta get an achievements. Gotta get them all.
Yep. But, yeah, but with that being said, though, like, actually, I forgot what I was gonna. Oh yeah, I was talking about Creepy Gaming, and like, he said that with FNAF 1, less really does mean more. Like, there wasn't much with FNAF. Just talking to cameras, managing your power, closing the doors when they're there. There wasn't really any movement. It was pretty simple, and that just worked. That exploded. And there's nothing wrong with doing something short, and it's sometimes the shorter games or like the more simpler games are the best, which meaning simplest can really do mean more in their own way.
Oh yeah, it can. Because I said sometimes you don't have to do a lot of overcomplicated stuff. Like, you know, beauty and, like, you know, just the nostalgia of things can be found within the simplest of things. Whether it's like, you know, art, video games, whatever the case is, you know. Doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't have to. You don't have to spend like a whole like year's worth for a bunch of other stuff just to make a game, like, you know, worthwhile and make it represent a lot of things to different people. You know.
Exactly. And
but overall, though, your world is looking amazing, bro. It's looking great. Infinite water source, the houses, your storage system, all that is looking great.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually even done it. Well, I haven't done any of this in my series, of course. But like, I don't think I've ever even mentioned that in my series. Like, I could also, of course, make an infinite cobblestone source. Like,
Oh A cobblestone generator.
Yeah, cobblestone generator. There you go. You just spoke the words right out of my right out of my head. Like yeah, a cobblestone generator, which is basically just cobblestone in the middle. Well, actually, you got to be very
You gotta separate lava and water out from like distance, like like a block or two,
a
and when
three
they come
block.
together.
Like it's like because a cobblestone generator is basically you instantly put water and lava like that, and if you're and it's not just that simple though. Like sometimes you got to be lucky with that because sometimes it'll just end up being obsidian, and you just have to restart from there. You know.
Yep.
But like it
But,
just
like, it takes time to do stuff like that.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, so far everything's going fine. Got a crap ton of food, so I don't even think I need to set up for food in this game. And that's another thing why I'm doing this vegetation off screen. Like I mean like off season.
Yeah.
Because this is a separate thing, and it's also gonna help me gain more food. And now I'm just making all this bone meal so I can make this faster, like fill up all the empty spots right immediately as it is. So hold on. But yeah, hold on. Put these here. Oh yeah. Oh, this gave me a lot of potatoes.
Hey, there you go. Like I said, it's always good to be organized and prepared and plan stuff out like that, because in the end, it does really help out in the long run.
Yeah,
And when
and
you don't plan it out.
yeah, and any extra food I have may or may not have. Welp, guess what? I am going to cook that. Like with wheat, of course I'm gonna because that's another thing with wheat. Like you use it to make bread, of course, but like every time you get wheat, it also gives you seeds. So like you can always just keep doing that and that and that more and more and more. And like and same thing with with potatoes. It just gives you potatoes, but it gives you a bigger amount of potatoes. So the way that's gonna work is that every time I mine for my potatoes, I'm just going to take whatever leftover potatoes I don't have that's already on the vegetation and just well, just cook it. And
Yeah, there you go, man. That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
and I like to be organized with this right here. So like as you just saw, I just cut half of this and put it in there. If you look at my food right here, I'm organized with this. I like to keep 2 swords, 2 pickaxes, an axe and that, and then a bow, and then torch. I keep my arrows up in the top left. And then the bottom 3 sections are my food. This is for big food, such as, and for big food I clarify that as like that gives me the most health bars and it's the most useful. And then with these aren't as useful but are still as useful. And then this are like veggies and grains.
Yeah.
And eventually when I get enough of this, I'm not even going to need meat or hunt down for stuff because my vegetation is going to do everything for me and I'll just have it right there instead of having to go out and just kill some pigs and stuff like that. And if you look in here, and if you look in there and then right here, you'll see that I have a lot of leftover food. I like to cut this in half and cut it right there because if I die, I at least have a crap ton of food here in stock.
Mm-hmm.
So like I like to be,
It's not bad, though.
I like to be concerned with, like taking extreme measures with if I die, I want this to be this. Anyways, that is so far I finished the house, I made the tower, I did my little vegetation here, made an infinite water source, and the other thing I would like to do off screen now is of course make a little basement, but I can do that in the next intermission for the next guest appearance. So this is probably going to end this video. Thank you so much for spending the time to be in this interview with me. Well, not more of an interview, more like a guest appearance. Thank you for being a part of this guest appearance, Super Rocker. I hope you have a great day. Any last words you have for the viewers that may or may not watch this soon?
Hey, I just want to say, thanks again for this opportunity. This was loads of fun. I'll definitely down to do this more. But hey, make sure you subscribe to my boy here, y'all. Subscribe to him. He earns it. He needs it, y'all. Like I say, he's positive, he's motivated. I love his spirit and everything. He works hard. So definitely, if y'all guys watching this, video, whether it's from the beginning all the way to the end, or you watch it all the way through, give us up because he works hard. Just how I work hard, he works hard, and just overall, It ain't not wrong with dropping the sub and just showing people love and support, because that's what it's all about. If they're very passionate and if they're really making a difference out there, there's no reason why, So everybody
Yeah,
shows love and
exactly.
supports my boy here. So yeah,
Anyways, yeah,
but
thanks. I'm definitely gonna give you a link the moment this video comes out, and you can watch it whenever you want to see how it goes. I'm definitely gonna watch this over to see how it went, and then cut out some specific parts that I may or may not want in the video or stuff like that, just to go through everything, But most of it will be open, so like this 50 minutes and actually basically 51 minutes of the video will be cut down to maybe a few seconds being left out or something like that, but I'll definitely be mainly keeping all of this out. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much, Super Rocker, for accepting this guest appearance. I hope to do some of these more with you in the future, and make sure to like and subscribe to him. And I'll be leaving a link to his channel in the link. Leave his link in the channel. No, I'll leave a link to his channel down below in the description. Make sure to check him out, subscribe to him. He's amazing. And hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
See you guys. Take it easy.